Hello, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Glow Up Guide. Today, I am going to be talking about stillness and being okay with silence in this noisy world. I feel like everyone these days is honestly just drowning out all their thoughts with noise and any distraction that ever exists, like social media, podcasts, music, audiobooks, anything that's noise distracts them. You need to stop running away from your thoughts because running away from them is not going to help you in any way at all. You need to learn to be okay with silence and okay with tackling your thoughts head on. I can literally be so freaking tired, but as soon as I get into my bed, I will have like the most interesting thoughts ever. I have so many thoughts and ideas and solutions to the problems in my life, and then I'm like, wow, I have the most interesting thoughts and dreams. If you stop drowning out these thoughts and daydreams throughout the day, you find time to be at peace with those thoughts and dreams, and you can process them. And then at night, you have a clear mind, a clean mind, and you're at peace with your mind, and you can actually fall asleep. One thing that helps with drowning out your thoughts, I guess, and not doing that and being okay with them, I guess. I don't know how to word it, is doing meditation. I like to meditate at night because it helps me fall asleep, but you can also do it in the morning if you prefer, or do it both times. That's good. I like guided meditations from Calm. Just search up Calm meditations on YouTube, I guess, and their YouTube channel will pop up. They have so many good meditations. But yeah, I feel like if you're new to meditation, I feel like guided meditations are a good place to start, I guess. And then you can progress from that to just straight up sitting in a quiet and dark room and sit with your thoughts. I want to do a full episode on meditation in the near future, so be on the lookout for that. But yeah. Another thing you could try is keeping your space tidy. I'm a teenager, so I stay in my room a lot, and that's my space, I guess. So I keep my room tidy. I have a weekly tidy up routine on Sundays, and I also have a 5-minute daily cleaning routine. It really makes a huge difference on how calm I feel and how much stillness I feel. It makes me feel good. Because they say clear space, clear mind. Try to stop overthinking. Overthinking seems to be a huge disruption to your calm and your stillness. Whenever you feel overwhelmed by all your thoughts on a certain thing, try to take deep breaths. Slow down. Actually take time to process these thoughts, all of them. More deep breaths. Now process how you feel. Do you feel any better than you did before? Hopefully your answer is yes. If it doesn't take that long, and you will feel so much better afterwards. I heard somewhere that overthinking for extensive periods of time can actually deteriorate your physical health. So take some time to slow down and process all your thoughts, because we don't need physical health deteriorating. That's the worst thing. There are two types of overthinkers. The ones who constantly worry about the past and keep wishing they'd done something differently, dwelling in it. And the ones who worry about the future. I used to overthink a lot, but I was both types of overthinkers. Sometimes I worry and think about an argument I had with my mom for weeks on end and thinking about what I could have said or done differently. And in May of this year, before my SOL test, I would freak out over having to take the test and what would happen if I didn't get above 500 like my mom expected me to. Because they just take a test and make it seem really scary, basically. So, yeah. I've really disrupted my personal calm and my stillness. I found a really interesting study conducted by Harvard University. So basically, they gathered college students and then they put them in a room on a couch. And they were just supposed to sit there in complete and utter silence for 6 to 15 minutes. That's it. Just sit in silence. Not that hard, but I guess they hated it. So a good chunk of the students, after the experiment, said that they hated it. They said that they felt super uncomfortable. So the researchers decided, well, okay, that's interesting, but maybe it was because they were in a room they had never been in before, new people. Maybe that's what's making them anxious and stressed. Or maybe it's because they're college students, and college students, I guess, are just very stressed all the time. College seems stressful, so yeah. So then they tried it with ages 25 to 77. And once again, same results from everyone. Sorry about that. They all hated it. Even in their own house, once again, same results. They all hated it. So now the researchers are like, what? Okay, this is strange. Let's take it up a notch. They asked college students, all right, if I intended to shock you with an electric chair, it won't harm you in any way at all, it'll just hurt a lot. Would you pay to avoid this pain? And as expected, literally all the college students, they were like, of course, I don't want to feel that pain. So then they put the students in a room, seated in the chair. There was a button, and if they pressed it, it would shock them. They only had to sit there for, once again, 6 to 15 minutes. A quarter of the women, but 75% of the males, had chosen to push the button and shock themselves. I really do find that as interesting, that all these students literally, before the experiment, said that they would pay to not feel that pain. And then they proceeded to shock themselves because they couldn't handle sitting with themselves, like, with their own thoughts. It's like, what? That's just weird, don't you think? To obtain stillness in your life, you need to put your focus in 3 different areas: your brain, your body, and your spiritual self. To work on your brain, take care of it, feed it with knowledge. Read self-help books, I guess. The root of every single thought, idea, daydream, and solution to your problems, etc. All of that, it starts from your brain. Try to limit your use of social media. We hear this everywhere, but listen to me. When you use social media, your brain produces a feel-good hormone called dopamine. After a while, your brain will begin to link dopamine to social media, and then your brain will want the dopamine, and then you proceed to check social media and get dopamine. And then it's like a back and forth cycle, I guess, and that will cause an addiction. You really want that? Didn't think so. So limit your use of social media now. You can also try journaling. Please stay with me here. You've probably already heard that journaling is beneficial for you in so many ways, and it really is. This is from my personal experience with journaling, no research, nada. I started journaling maybe about last year, I guess. Whenever I journal, I feel really good afterwards, and my head just feels clearer and lighter. Try journaling for even 5 minutes a day, because that's how long it takes me to finish my journaling, and take note of the differences. So basically, what I do for journaling is I write down one thing I'm grateful for, one thing I'm happy about, and then my feelings, and then anything else I want to. And it takes hardly 5 minutes, and it makes me feel so much better afterwards. To take care of your body as part 2 of finding stillness, you need to do good things for yourself. Eat slightly healthier, work out, get enough sleep, etc., etc., etc. Do good stuff for it. But don't take it to the extremes either. Balance is key. Balance is golden, like I said in my first episode. The third and final part in finding your stillness is maintaining your spiritual health. Do mindfulness activities like meditation and doing journaling. Try focusing on your emotions and really take the time to truly feel them. Don't just process them quickly and be like, my emotions are overwhelming. Take the time to process all your emotions and feel them and let go. A really good book I know for emotions and maintaining your emotions is The Book of Moods by Lauren Martin. Really good book. You should read it. Okay, and to end our podcast episode today, I have a quote for you guys. Oh wait, before moving on, I just wanted to mention that I didn't listen to or edit my first episode, and I'm not planning to do that to any of my episodes, because honestly, listening to my own voice just makes me die of cringe. And yeah. So, back to the quote I had for you guys. It's from Ryan Holiday, and it's from the book he wrote called Stillness is the Key. The space between your ears, that's yours. You don't have to just control what gets in there. You also have to control what goes on in there. You have to protect it from yourself, from your own thoughts, not with sheer force, but rather with a kind of gentle, persistent sweeping. Be the librarian that says shh to the rowdy kids, or tells the jerk on his phone to please take it outside. Because the mind is an important and sacred place. Keep it clean and keep it clear. Bye guys, I love you all. Go drink some water. And also follow my podcast, share it, and leave a rating, please, if you're on the podcast platforms. I'd like to leave a rating. And I love you all. Bye.